I am studying English on the internet with American, British, and Canadian teachers. In your opinion, is it a good idea to learn English with a mix of accents? The simple answer is yes. Yes, it is. Right? Why? Well, think about it like this. If you only expose yourself to one kind of thing, then yes, you might get good at that one kind of thing, but then you lack adaptability, right? And I'm going to give you an example based on something that my wife has been going through recently, okay? Now, she had always told me, Luke, I understand you so well, and because I understand you so well, I understand many other Americans quite well. I'm used to your accent. Then she had to do a work project where she needed to deal with a lot of people from the UK. And that's obviously a different accent, different pronunciation. And she said to me, it's so hard for me to sometimes understand what these British people are saying, these British colleagues I work with are saying. I don't know what they're talking about sometimes. It's complicated. But then, only a few weeks later, she said, you know what? Actually, I feel much more comfortable now. She sort of leveled up. It's like a video game. You level up, right? You start with the starter pack, the American starter pack. And then you level up. British, level 2. Level 3. I don't know. Canadian? No, Australian. Canadian and American, they're so similar, right? Australian, level 2. South African, level, I don't know. But the varying accents that you get exposed to increases your adaptability in listening, your comprehension of the whole language, and your ability to communicate with more people. And it's not that hard to get a feeling for the other accents and dialects. If you only are used to American English, then you might feel, at least for a few weeks, like my wife experienced, you might feel a little lost. And so then the question comes to, well, what about non-native English speakers? And I would say, yes, even that. Even that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to learn how non-native speakers speak, but you do need to maybe get used to that way of speaking. So again, just a few weeks ago, she started another project with some Indian English speakers from India. Now, the Indian accent is famously very distinct and very strong and is hard for a lot of people to understand. That's just a common opinion. So she said the same thing that she said about the British English speakers. She said, I'm having trouble understanding what they're saying. It's tough for me. I don't know what they're talking about. A few weeks later, guess what happened? Level 8, leveling up her skills. Now she's talking to a lot of Indian English speakers every day. They have very, you could say, strong accents, if I'm allowed to say that. And she's able to understand them quite well now. So, if your goal is to be good at conversations, if your goal is to level up your skills, if your goal is to understand more of the language, if that's your goal, then yes, you should be listening to a wide variety of accents. You should be exposing yourself to as much as possible because it's going to make you more adaptable. And adaptability in language is very important. If you don't care about that and you only want to learn one specific accent and get good at that, I can't say that you're wrong. I can't say that it's bad, but I am a supporter of the idea of adaptability because I think the purpose of language is communication. That's why I like teaching English, because I get to help people communicate better with each other. It's like I'm removing obstacles for people. There are things in the way, preventing ideas from moving across. And my job is to give you ideas and insights and thoughts that help you get your ideas and insights and thoughts across to other people and make sure that when other people say their ideas and insights and thoughts, that can get across to you. And I'm kind of the middleman. I'm trying to help everybody communicate effectively. That's what language is for, right? So the answer is yes. And that is the reason. Hopefully it makes sense. Lolly Lolly, it's a great question. Maybe the best question we've ever had. Maybe. It's a good one. I really like it. Now, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That's very important. Make sure you subscribe. And also check out my full English courses in the links in the description. If you want to improve your pronunciation, you absolutely have to check those out. Totally worth it. Make an investment in yourself. Level up yourself.